Oh, hey guys. Welcome to my first live ever. I have no topic in mind. I'm just trying to see if this thing works. Oh, there's four people. This is the most I've had. This is groundbreaking. Oh, no, three. Somebody didn't like it already. Tough. On the ground floor. This is where you want to be. On the ground floor. What do you want to talk about? Tell me something. Give me a topic. I'll talk about anything. I'll talk to a brick wall about nothing. Can we talk about how ridiculous uh, this whole thing has been tonight? Because it's a joke. Hmm, okay, good. You were on both, Jojo. Uh, I think the whole thing got misconstrued. I think that it's like when people get in these fighting matches and like the message gets lost, and it's like when KP was upset and about her getting upset, Bam getting upset. It's like Bam wasn't upset that he said anything bad about her. He was upset. She was upset that he used her name. And I mean, I think maybe it was Shine On uh, said something about reaching out to um, people if you're going to not use their name, but um, just as a courtesy. And I think all that needed to be done was that, and it would have probably avoided everything. But I don't. I mean, again, this whole thing is not about he said, she said, we're doing this, he's doing this, whatever. Like it's just none of it at this point. None of it really matters. It's like nobody's going to stop AD except the Ruschek family, and talking about it does nothing. Unfortunately, I'm not saying that you know it's a whole lost cause. I mean, maybe it is, but if that's what you want to do, do it. But it doesn't matter anymore. Like I've said, he doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe anything that he's saying at all. It's just because people are lapping it up. I mean, look, can you blame the dude for doing it if he's going to continue to get paid? Like, what? I don't, I don't blame him. I mean, I think it's ridiculous, but I mean, I don't blame him. I guess to a certain extent, like he's not going to stop until he's either forced to stop or people stop giving him money. I mean, it's a pretty simple concept. I don't know why it's that hard to understand. I mean, I get that maybe some of these channels are doing it just to expose the lies and maybe in hopes that they see it, but it's like the more attention he gets all they do is go defensive. So it's like when you're fighting with a oh yeah, he definitely enjoys it. That's yeah, for sure he enjoys it. But um, you know, I don't think he believes it. I don't think he believes anything of I don't think he believes anything that he's saying. I really honestly don't. Because if he truly cared about the I guess the subject matter, then uh, he would allow subject matter experts. And I'm using experts with these, right? Uh, but like take facts from people that have some sort of knowledge on the subject and like use that instead of just like throwing crap out there, which is why I know that he doesn't believe anything he says. Because if he did, he would take factual. I work in the oil field. Like I tried to give him uh, some expertise as much as I know. I manage, I've worked on tank batteries before. I know the ins and outs of these things. And like, everything he's saying about him is incorrect, and I tried to. I wasn't rude. I wasn't anything. I just, you know, not debunked what he was saying, but came at it from a factual basis, and I just that wasn't appreciated. Oh, of course. Look, anything that takes the attention off of him, which all of this does, no, look, nobody, and most of Bam's lives are to help expose AD. None of that was talked about tonight. So he went, no matter what. All the bullshit that happened tonight, he's the winner, and everybody else loses, no matter what. I mean, I'm not, I'm not taking sides. I'm on my side. I don't give a shit about anybody else, you know. But he wins. He's the winner. Unfortunately, he wins in that whole scenario, which is it's too bad because it's almost forgotten about that he put a video out tonight again trying to implicate NK, which is you know I think we all know. I think we all are at least in agreement on uh, that topic. So yeah, he wins. He wins in this whole thing. So I don't know. It's everything. It's almost like YouTube's. I mean, and I don't want to make light of the situation, but like people are taking YouTube way too seriously at this point in time. Like I don't mean to make light of murders or anything like that, but like man, this is just like entertainment. People that get so I don't know any of you personally. You don't know me personally. Like it's the same way you didn't know Shanann or you didn't know NK, you didn't know Chris, and all these like nobody knows each other. That I know what you allow me to know by talking to you in a chat room. That is it. I don't know anything about you. It was bad. Like it was bad. I mean, I don't I don't think I don't think KP should have ever gone on Bam's live to begin with. Uh, because well, and I don't even know. I wasn't on the beginning of the live. I just popped in at one point in time, and it was I guess KP had already been gone. Um, but I think that the issue was brought up from what I read. The issue was brought up, and then KP didn't handle it the best, and then Bam got mad at that. I don't know. Again, I wasn't there, so I don't. What do you want to hear, Tanya? I play country music, and I like some oldies sometimes. I play some like '90s rock ish, whatever rock was in the '90s. It wasn't really rock, but it was something. Yeah, Michelle. It was just like again. I'm not on YouTube to listen to people complain about each other. I know why KP did what he did in his title. I don't think he meant it maliciously. I don't at all. But I also don't. Uh, Maybe he didn't handle it in her live correctly, and then it just escalates from there and becomes stupid and uh, you know, there's no point to it. Then um, it's just people rambling and didn't getting. I mean, look at everybody that was in the chat. It was no longer about KP and Bam anymore. Everybody's bitching about everybody else in the chat. It was it's just dumb. And again, I don't mean to make light, but like, damn. Let's see. Um, I've been work. Do you guys remember when? Do you guys remember when Bret Michaels had a dating show? I can't. I don't even remember what it was called. But me and my buddy used to watch it in college. I can't remember what it was called. But he was such a freaking loser. Um, these women that would get on there, but Rock of Love. Yes, thank you, Tanya. Nailed it. Rock of Love. So anyway, I don't know the words to it yet. I've been learning. Every rose has its thorn. Um, but it holds a special place in my heart because me and my buddy used to just get drunk and watch Rock of Love. Yes, that was it. I used to watch that, and there's two because Flavor of Love, Flavor Flav had a show which was freaking hilarious too. Um, so not that they're anywhere close to each other, but so this is it's an easy song to learn, but it Bret Michaels holds a special place in my college heart. Both lies silently still in the dead of the night. Although we both close together, feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said, something I did? Did my words not come out right? Oh, I tried not to hurt you. Oh, I tried. And I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. So yeah, that's one of the easy. It's an easy song to play. But I grew up a big. I mean, I'm 33, so sure I'm younger than y'all, but I grew up like a huge Hootie and the Blowfish fan. Thank you, Tom. Um, a big Hootie and the Blowfish fan. So um, well, so okay, so JoJo, the way I've always I'm not like a good singer by any means, but like I've always uh I've always been like I sing enough to like be palatable, and so I just picked up the guitar like 6 months ago, and I was like, I'm just gonna just start, and I found this guy on YouTube. They kind of just I don't know. I got over that initial wall of like my fingers just being bloody and bruised and whatnot. And I got over it in like a week and a half, and I found this dude that just resonated with me and kind of stuck with it. Yeah, I'm in New Orleans, and so yeah, and then it's like an addiction. Like I don't watch TV. I gotta play guitar, and that's it. And uh, so it's to the point where like I can strum and play with it, and sing along, and kind of just it's fun as hell. There's literally like no like there's no end. Like I can sit here and play um, Taylor Swift, right? I mean, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but like I can play Taylor Swift. Looking at it now, it's December. Lying on the couch, I remember to pull right of us. December was the girls black and white, streaming color. And I remember thinking that we ought to leave jail, 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 we ought to clear, we ought to clear, we ought to clear, we ought to leave jail, we ought to leave jail, we ought to leave jail, we ought to clear, we ought to clear, girl. I mean, you can just kind of do whatever. But yeah, I mean, I stick to country music just because that's what I like, and Hootie and the Blowfish, and kind of just whatever. But yeah, it's been like I've always had a problem in life, like living in the moment, and I'm always worried about what's next. And like with this has been like the first time that I've just been able to like enjoy something for what it is. So it's I mean, if your son's been playing since 7, I mean, stick with it. If I went back, man, I love. Actually, it's funny you said that, Tanya, because I love Randy Houser as well. Um, I don't know any of his new stuff, but "Like a Cowboy" is uh, one of the songs I've actually just been learning. Every time I fall, I get back up again. Cinch my saddle up, find me another win. Let it take me where it wants to go. Another one horse town, another damned old rodeo. I know this life is crazy, but I'll be home soon, baby. I ride in on a sunny day, sing you songs till your heart away like a cowboy. Hang my hat like I'm here for a while, kick off my boots, drive you out like a cow. Baby, you know I can't stay long. You wake up, I'll be gone. Till then, I hold on like a cowboy. That's like one of my favorite jams ever. And I like Eric Church is really fun to play. He's got some different stuff on the guitar. Um, and actually, like I don't love I don't love Keith Urban. I mean, there's some songs of his that I like, but like I don't, you know. But he's actually pretty fun to play as well. Y'all remember this one? This was an old one. Who? Keith Urban with his thin ass hair? Nah, get out of here. I like Justin Moore too. Justin Moore's a tiny little man and he can sink deep as hell. There was something about the way the blue eyes shine, bringing out the freedom in your eye. I'm gonna start it. There was something about the way the blue eyes shine, bringing out the freedom in your eye. I was too busy watching you go out, child, to make the world like going to jail. You were running for it, make a good story. I was psyching you were crazy as hell. You were so innocent, you were stealing my heart. I fell in love in the back of a cop car. 50? Damn, JoJo, you can't be coming after me. I'm only 33. Oh man, JoJo, better watch it. Maybe you show me a thing or two. I don't know. You know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just here. I don't know. I don't feel like talking about true crime tonight, you know? So I'm just gonna play the guitar. I think I'm true. It's like this whole community has lost uh, the vision of what it is. It's not. It's like it's not even true crime anymore. Just me and you, JoJo. Just me and you. Well, yeah. I mean, I did too. It seems like, but I mean, I don't. There's no channels that. I mean, there are, but like the majority of the channels, they don't talk about true crime anymore. If I give AD one thing, it's he actually still talks about true crime. Now, he makes half of it up, but he's still talking about it. The majority of the other channels are talking about AD or talking about other people or like just back and forth about other people. Like it, yeah, you meet like-minded people. I agree. Um, but man, it's like, what is the point? And I was trying to tell KP that the other day. Like, there's no there's no credibility to be had in with any of these creators at this point in time, as far as like true crime goes. So, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I could talk about true crime all day. I mean, some of it I like, but I enjoy like the reason I got into the Chris Watts thing in the first place is because I like to like a lot of the and Chris isn't a serial killer by any means, but it's understanding their mindset. Like what and I wish that some of them they weren't so worried about being judged. Like, Chris is still at that point where he's worried about being judged. And I just it's when you listen, like if you listen to Ted Bundy or you listen to some of these other guys, it's like getting into their head is unbelievable because a lot of them are very intelligent people. In fact, the majority of them are pretty intelligent. And so you always want to find like where did you cross, where did you come to that fork in the road, and what made you take the route you took, and when was that fork in the road? Was it, you know, a lot of them had fucked up childhoods, whatever it was. But man, it's to me, it's fascinating. I'm not sitting here trying to be a detective. I'm just more trying to understand mindset, which is why I I feel like the majority of people in here are the same way. I mean, half of these people that watch detectives and whoever the hell they're watching, they, you know, they don't want to do any work or research. They just want to be told, "Hey, I think this, so you should think this too." That's what they want, and they get it. And they get their entertainment. That's it. It's too bad. Right. So you find so for you, it was you were interested in a certain case, um, and you were trying to find like-minded people, and that to me, that is what YouTube is, and that's why channels exist. Is that you try, and you said it earlier, but like you have like-minded individuals that you can speak with because it's not, you know, even though you had your daughter, um, it's not like you can go to the coffee shop or like whatever and just start chatting it up with somebody about Madeline McCain. You can't. So you come here and you look for like-minded individuals that you can um, converse with about a topic that you have in common. And that's what YouTube is. That's why it's the YouTube community. It is a community, and you know each individual topic or channel or genre is its own community. And it's everybody's got their own reason or motivation behind why they're here. I don't hate anybody for that. That's fine. I for one, and the people that butt heads here, like I said, I'm on my side. I will always formulate my own opinion, whether it's about what I want to buy at the grocery store or a life-changing decision. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna weigh the options and, you know, come up with something in my head. And I don't take anything for face value ever. Whether I'm right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Like, I think. That's what bothers me the most, um, here is that look, and I'm not gonna look, if that's what you wanna do and you don't wanna think, that's fine, but, like, don't try to be something you're not either. Like, if that's well, I mean, I have a terrible mouth, so I can't ever get mad at people for using bad language, but I understand. But again, and that's to your I think you and I have the same viewpoint of that the message just gets lost, and I think that's probably why you got so distressed, even though maybe it was the language that deterred you originally, you know, I think that the thing is that the message gets lost, and uh, I think that bothered you as well. I mean, like I don't, there were points in time where like if you're having an argument with somebody, I want to know what you're arguing about. There were points in time I had no clue, I had no idea what people were even arguing about. And when it gets to that point, like I lose interest. Well, and that that works with your kids and your family, and it's just here. The unfortunate part is that everybody hides behind a keyboard here. Not necessarily that that's a bad thing, but that's just the nature of the beast that is YouTube. Um, and I say this all the time. Like I do um, online dating, whatever, and people just hide. They hide behind their phone or their keyboard, and you meet like I'm not somebody who's gonna sit there and talk to you for 2 weeks before we meet. Like we're gonna meet right away, so I'm not gonna waste my time talking to you for 2 weeks. And they're just amazingly different. Like when you meet me in person, I'm exactly who I am on the phone or through text or this is me. I'm not any different in person. So, but I mean that's just you can't have 50,000 people talking to each other at once on YouTube. It's just not how it works. Did they even have internet back then when you were dating? FarmersOnly.com, Match.com, eHarmony. Did they? I mean, I'm asked. I guess Match and eHarmony were the first. But see, now everything's on the phone. I can just swipe away when I want. Damn, this has been half an hour. All right, I'm gonna jump off. There's nobody on here except you and me. I just wanted to try this out and see if it worked. Maybe once my following gets huge, it'll be fun. I need to get a webcam camera. This thing sucks on this computer. All right, bye.